Hey, what's up everyone? Space Raptor Tiffin here, and today we're going to do our first character discussion video on the channel. Now, recently I've been having trouble figuring out the backstory and stuff for one of the main villain characters. So I reached out to a friend of mine, you may know her, and she gave me some good advice. She said if I wanted to help build up the character some, I need to give them some motives. And not only did Zany's advice help, but some of her other work inspired me to create said character. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Ladies and gents, let me introduce you to the villain who created the curse that afflicts Lila and her friends, the Dark Dragon himself, Troy! Now, in order to understand Troy, you must know where he came from, so let's go all the way back to the beginning, where Troy originated from, so to speak. The scenes you will see here originated from the monster area. The guy leaning against the door is Shadow, Troy's mentor. Troy followed Shadow's every order down to the beat, but nothing he did seemed to please Shadow, so he kept trying for years. If you ask me, if he was in a Raptor pack, that wouldn't happen much. Now, this guy here is Cedric, one of Lila's allies and Troy's future enemy. You'll know why soon, but for now, just know that he's kind of a big shot on the surface world. One of those famous warriors you see a lot. Although, if you ask me, that his fame is kind of overrated. Unfortunately for Cedric here, that fame can only get you so far, because the move can go from that to this. This is Night Stalker, one of Troy's closest friends before he had to get reincarnated. Now, Troy and Night Stalker were like brothers back in the day. Barely separable. You get one, the other's gonna follow right behind. It's just one of those things. The spider-like creature is Edwin, another close friend of Troy back in the day. Now, Night Stalker and Edwin are actually brothers, but they see Troy as a brother as well, even though they're not related by blood. It was one of those kinds of friendships. This is the mayor of the monster area. He's a cheery guy, even though he's among a bunch of terrifying beasts. Well, let's just say he's a poor-ass kind of guy. A nerd, if you will. You can tell by the glasses. That wasn't an insult, Zany. Now, I may be wrong, but I think this one is Cerise, Lila's older sister, and the one with the short fuse. And what I mean by short fuse is that she'll get angry at anything that she doesn't like. Like, quite literally angry. She will set anything on fire if she wants to. Like, you know, line them up. You know what I mean. This is Lila, the one I was talking about earlier. Now, Troy and her, they get along fairly well. He does one-liners, she does a sarcastic remark, but overall they usually don't try to piss each other off, although it doesn't usually always work. Anyways, after Cedric arrived, he and Troy's mentor had a quite small scuffle, if you will. And these are the Ghost Kids. No one knows their names or where they came from, but what they do know is that Troy cares about them more than anyone else. Now, the bond Troy and these kids have shared over the years has grown quite well, with the older one usually taking Troy's second-in-command, while the younger one learning from his quote-unquote father. You guys ready to see what Troy originally looked like? Well, lo and behold, Troy's original form. Scary, isn't it? Now, Troy had one job. eat Cedric and it'd be all over. Easy, right? Wrong, because something unexpected happened. While Troy devoured Cedric, Cedric used an energy blast to blow him up from the inside. Ooh, that looks like it's gonna leave a mark. Now, the last thing Troy saw before his spirit went elsewhere to be reincarnated was Lila and Cedric together, and the townsfolk appeared to be cheering for some reason. Yeah, that's a pretty good reason to be angry. Well, that'll do it for our first successful character discussion video. Tune in next time when we discuss Troy's partner in crime, Darkscale, and his origins and motives.